chat, kind of chat live show. Most of the other days, I tend to discuss the script in hand, what I have thought about to discuss with you, what I have intuitively channeled for you. But today is a bit about what you and me can talk about. If you have questions, if you have any clarifications, if you need any clarifications, I'm there for you today. So let us begin our random tarot cards, and I will, of course, be discussing the astrology with you guys. So now we know that things have felt a little bizarre, almost like, a surreal dreamscape. We've had many, many planets retrograde. Many, many planets retrograde. Now, there is, of course, this semi square that's going on between Saturn in Aquarius and Neptune in Pisces. Okay. And four planets have gone direct from retrograde. Okay. Now, Pluto and, of course, Saturn went retrograde early October, right? Went retrograde early October. And it's basically taught us how to move forward with this new world that, Saturn seeks to create, that he seeks to create. Because, after all, as I've explained to you many times, everything is about planetary rays. And the principle of Saturn, whatever we know as the principles, the fundamental crux of Saturn, is not just what this planet embodies. All of these principles are universal. And in some other solar system, some other planet will embody the traits and characteristics of Saturn. There are a lot of interesting things happening astronomy wise, also in Saturn, of course. And, you should check that out. Now, let us talk about Pluto went stationary direct in October at 25 of Capricorn. 25 of Capricorn. For those of you confused, this is tropical astrology. Okay, tropical astrology, not Vedic astrology, right? Tropical astrology. So let us just pull some cards. It's going to be an interesting session because hi, my God, it's been so long. So we could have like random cards for, say, instance, Pluto went direct, stationary direct. So what is that one message from Spirit that we can receive at this point? And what is that one fundamental message that we need to understand? Pluto going direct. Very interesting. It says the star, and the star is about ultimate healing, giving and receiving. And of course, that Saturn has been in a harmonious situation with Pluto, because Pluto and Saturn were meeting and they were conjuncting. Not that conjunctions are always harmonious, but I somehow felt that no matter what, there's a lot of things that came up for us, of course, with the Saturn Pluto conjunction, with Saturn Jupiter conjunction that we had, it, and Saturn Mars, of course, and all of this fueling this Aquarian energy that I think Pluto is bringing forth, an Aquarian energy for us to accept, understand, and better grow with. And open source media, like platforms like YouTube, but they're really treating artists well, the creators, because YouTube and all of these corporations are extremely difficult for the creator to work with, because there's really never any reward. So all of this is going to change, because in the new world, if there is going to be a universal income, people often wonder that if we have a universal income, are we going to get lazy? And I say no, we won't. Of course, the lazy people will be lazy, they're always lazy, but for some people this seeks to be a motivation to find what they love and do what they love, and that I think is going to be really important in the new age, because with AI technologies, with all of this new understanding of humanity and labor. Okay, a new understanding of labor shall emerge when, of course, Pluto moves into Aquarius. we're going to understand a lot about labor and its dignity. Many states were created with this very noble idea. The USSR was created with this very noble idea, the dignity of the common man, dignity of the worker, which I'm afraid a capitalist society denounces. Okay, so there is no dignity for the worker. We are practically wage slaves for the big corporations who use us, literally harvest our energy to buy products, to give hits, to, and influencing. Think about it, influencers and the whole concept of influencing became such a big thing. And I think that even the consequent wounding that we feel with the fact that Chiron is moving through Aries, and Aries is about the face and selfies and showing off, and the fire sign of Mars. So in a sense, I think that you know the modern age, of course, will come rife with its own set of destructive tendencies. Okay, just because it is going to be heavily AI operated world, it doesn't make it purely evil or it doesn't make it purely good. There's always going to be a duality prevalent in this. Okay, now, hello. So, what I feel is that for Pluto, we have that. Now, Saturn went direct. So, let's put a card for that. Saturn just went direct a few days ago. So, what do we have for that? We have the Sun. So rise and shine, be out into the sun, feel glorious, feel motivated, feel like, there's a beautiful world out there, and there is. And the child, the inner child, pay attention to the inner child. It's so interesting that of course Saturn is in Aquarius, which is a polarity of Leo, and the sun rules Leo, and also the sun is in fall in Aquarius, for instance, debilitated in Aquarius, right? Well, I will tell you about Diwali rituals for that. Let me finish the astrology. I will get to that. Okay. So today is a Q&A where you guys can ask me questions and I'll try to answer for you guys. But let me finish all of this intuitive readings for you so you can better understand what kind of energies you're working with or you are dealing with. Okay. Now, it was very interesting that Saturn direct is actually going to be, uh, pretty interesting. I feel. I mean, interesting is of course a non-word. I mean, interesting. What do you mean by interesting? It can have so many shades of meaning. But what I mean by since Saturn and Jupiter pretty much got together at 0 degrees of Aquarius, and Mars had already activated that 0 degrees a little while ago, 2020, and it felt a real hardcore catharsis for me that I had a belly pain which I never get, and it was opposite my 0 degree sun. And I remember that I had like a stomach pain, a persistent, and I never get stomach pains or flus or things like that. But I remember this time that the stomach pain was so persistent. And then I realized that, I was somehow not getting enough vitamin D. And it again had to do with the sun. And interestingly, my sun is in Pushya Nakshatra, ruled by Saturn. So the key to energizing my sun is somehow going to be through Saturn. Yet Sun and Saturn are not friends. When you look at the friendship of planets, you see that the Sun and the Saturn are not friends. But when you go back into the mythology, the Vedic mythology, you hear that Saturn was conceived by Chaya and Surya or sun. And Chaya literally means shadow. So, here we already have in this myth an understanding that there's a shadow side to Saturn. And the shadow side is not evil. It's just that there is a lot that, and Saturn teaches us traditions. But with traditions comes, responsibilities. It can become cumbersome at times. So it is very, very interesting how all of these things are happening at this time frame with the coronavirus and vaccination anger and lack of vaccinations, and people unable to really find their path now. It's become so difficult. But I've been telling you this, guys, from 2022, that if you are not 2022, from 2015, 2016, when I was going live on Facebook, 2016, I think, that things are going to change. Things are really going to change. So if you did not believe me, then I did speak about like a complete shutdown of society. A complete shutdown of society, like everything is changed now. From the way we used to perceive the world up till March of 2020 has completely changed. And today we are actually unable to truly understand the repercussions of what has happened or what has passed and how it has affected us. But there is a deeper story here. This is all preparing us for a new world that we can dream together. That we all of us, can bring into manifestation. For that is also the power of Saturn. In Vedic astrology, Saturn gives us power of deep concentration. So when you get into that state of samadhi, it requires, hi, Adam, if I'm not mistaken, you wrote me an email. I'm sorry, I've not yet responded, but I will get to your email by after this live. I'm so sorry. I just remembered Adam. So, and incidentally, I was just watching this, and I was watching this program. I didn't never really get to watch Netflix as I would like, but I was watching the sex ed program, and there was this guy there called Adam. Very interesting. So that name sort of stayed with me, and then I read an email, Adam. So it was interesting. I'll get your email today. Now, what I want to say is Jupiter also went stationary direct. So let us have a card for, oh my God, don't worship Satan. One of those we have to deal with, but we just got to ignore, okay? Because that's what we are going to do. And I'm going to let these boots walk all over you, right? Okay. Wow, look at that. With Jupiter stationary direct, we have the Strength card, which is the card of Leo, which is again, and I see a lot of Leonine themes happening. And we see the Sun, which is of course the ruler of Leo, and we see strength. So there's going to be with Jupiter direct, I think it's about controlling the inner impulses. Now, I think that you guys know that there's going to be, let me just try to find some of my notes in Libra. I think this is, yeah, and it's going to be Diwali on the 4th. So Diwali, the day before Diwali is known as Bhut Chaturdashi in Bengali. And if you guys can light 14 candles, 14 candles, yeah. And like we are even worshipping Satan. Are we worshipping Satan here? No. So I don't understand what he meant by don't worship Satan. And there are other channels on YouTube that directly deal with Satan worship, whereas I don't deal with anything like that. So yes, happy Diwali to you guys too. And like I said, that I want to come out here and do a 2022 forecast for all the signs, all the 12 signs, okay? And also another thing that I want to do is I want to do tarot, just tarot for all the 12 signs, for what to expect in 2021, an intuitive astrological read for 2022. So stay tuned for that live. It's going to be interesting. And today was just a random way to come here and talk to you guys. So there was a woman who was, oh my God, why are you praising Satan for no reason then? Who's praising Satan? I mean, listen, if you don't like the live, you can leave. But please don't, talk nonsense in a spirituality tarot site. Yeah. And yes, we do deal with many other things, but that's not Satan. And I'm a Hindu. Okay. So I don't understand. Yes, exactly. Just get out. Like, go somewhere else, find another life to disturb. So, if there is that lady who asked me about Diwali tips, then please can you come forward? Because I will answer your queries. As I said today, the live is about you and your queries. If you have anything particular to talk about, tell me and I will try to answer that for you. Okay, and you're gonna have a 1 hour live, and it's just been 16 minutes. So there's a lot of time, and there's gonna be a lot of information that will be shared, and a lot of discussions. Hello, a lot of discussions. So let us talk. Okay, yes. Ritual for wealthy husband of Lakshmi. So I have a video on that. Okay, you can do that. And okay, so greedy Rick, he has a crush on a girl. Should he pursue it? What do you guys think? Should he pursue it? Let's see what the tarot says. Yes, pursue it. Absolutely. Be like the knight. Maybe you are her knight who knows on a white horse. Okay, so that was easily answered. Now, the person who wants to know about a wealthy husband, first and foremost, Om Shreem. Om Shreem is the Bij of Lakshmi. So doing Om Shreem 108 times every single day is definitely going to enhance your wealth. Also, Uchishta Ganpati Sadhana will get you a very... So you have to check the tithi according to where you stay. You have to check that. I offer that services, but they are chargeable. So if you want to know, okay, he's looking for a software job. Will he get it? Let's see. Will he get it? He's looking for a software job. Hello from India. Okay, will he get the software job? Yes. 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 I'd love to hear your insight on how to push forward in an athletic career. Yes, yes, yes. The person who will get a software job, not only will you get a good job, but you are going to get a job that possibly leads to, you building a home of a dream home, or maybe, this could also mean travel, the Four of Wands, just a really romantic time with your family. Yes, so just chant Om Shreem. Just chant Om Shreem. And the person who wanted to know about their athletic career. So let's see what card we can pull for the person who wants to know about their athletic career. Is it going to work? Is it not going to work? Yes. But you have to be patient. Because the star is actually about coming out in your raw power. Okay, right. Okay. You want to know if you're a true animal empath. One sec, let me answer this question. Yours is next. So, yes, if I'm not mistaken, your name was Kurt. So, Kurt, yes, you will, but you have to show your raw power, and you have to literally go out there, put in the discipline. Aquarius is also ruled by Saturn. So, yes, you should pursue an athletic career, giving and receiving. Now, what was your message? What was the thing that you wanted to know? I'm sorry, I completely forgot the next one. Yes, that's not black magic at all because there is a symbolism to that. The charnel grounds depict uh, the transience of life, the impermanence of life. The thing that we do, what we try to achieve through rituals is actually a way to train the subconscious. because it's not easy to enter into a state of samadhi. So when I'm saying charnel grounds, I do not mean black magic or ritual. In fact, I'm saying something very poignant, very philosophical, but you may not understand. Everybody does not have a philosophical mind. What you see as witchcraft, I see as the impermanence of life. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You may be buried because you're a Muslim. I may be burned because I'm a Hindu. Somebody may be, left on the Tower of Silence because they're Parsi. The things are different, but ashes to ashes, dust to dust. That is what the charnel grounds, the crematorium teaches you. The impermanence of life, how everything is so just right now, just here, okay? Look at that person is saying the same thing. Is there a way to block someone from the live? Now, Om Shreem. Om Shreem is to be chanted every single day, starting tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, the day of Lakshmi. So keeping also a coconut in your house is, and of course offering it kumkum, diya, offering it, sweet things like honey. Venus is Lakshmi. That energy that Venus shares is Lakshmi's energy. So Om Shreem beginning tomorrow, okay, and continuation. And I don't mean just till Diwali, I mean a continuation every single day. And surrendering to Mata Lakshmi to guide you to not only find a wealthy husband, to find someone who loves you and is wealthy and is going to be a great father. You have to see all of these things. So to get into this frequency of abundance, it's something you should do every day, beginning tomorrow, and continuation, and make this a lifelong practice if you can. That is what I would suggest. Also, Ganpati mantra, Om Vakratundaya Hang, will give you the necessary abundance that you seek. So doing Vakratundaya Hang and Om Shreem will solve all your problems. Someone asked me, I remembered, whether they are a true animal empath. I don't know if that person is here. Mel V. I think it was Mel V. Spirit is asking me to listen to Mel V's query to respond to you. Are you a true animal empath? Mel V. Absolutely. Okay, this is the King of Wands, and you asked me, and people oftentimes think that fire has no empathy, that fire just indiscriminately burns. But remember, fire was the first god ever perceived in many religions. Hinduism, Sanatan Dharma, of course, Hinduism, Zoroastrianism. The light. Moses saw the burning bush, fire, right? So you must understand that Agni or fire, which is wand energy, is actually about a deep, deep passion. So it tells me that you do have a lot of passion for animals, and that is the right way to go. That is the right way to go. For you will be king, because it clearly said King of Wands. You will achieve mastery in whatever it is that you're setting out to do with animals. And also remember, animals are associated to fifth house. And fifth house is the house of Leo, which is again fire energy. So creative engagement with animals, thinking of something really special and unique in the way you communicate and you project your empathy towards them. For I definitely think you are a true animal empath. Now back to my discussion. If anybody has any other queries, come onto the chat box and drop your query, and I shall try to answer it for you. Okay, now we are going to talk about we have done with the October. This is sorry, Scorpio. Scorpio new moon. And I'm completely, this is tropical astrology, okay? Tropical astrology. So remember that. Now, cannot find exactly when it becomes exact. Full moon, fourth, new moon, sorry. Amavasya. Kali Puja happens on an Amavasya. Okay, new moon, this is what, November? This is November, right? Yes. I mean, it's going to be on the 4th. So here we have moon phases. Okay, yeah. Now we've got this new moon is on November 4th. Okay, so the new moon exacts, and that is the time of Kali Puja. So the Lakshmi Puja will happen obviously on the 4th after this tithi. So now we see that this happens in Scorpio, and Scorpio is a fixed sign, right? We know that Scorpio, this, what is the exact degree of this? At 12 degrees. So this new moon is in the path of combustion or via combusta, because anytime anything from 15th of Libra to 15th of Scorpio is via combusta, or that literally means that the planets are burnt out. And what is burnt out in Ayurveda? Pitta dosha. So it's going to be definitely a very heaty time for all of us via combusta. Whenever planets are traveling via combusta, there's something that's happening within us. Communication for me, because my third house is Scorpio. If it's eighth house for you, then it could be very libidinal, or you feel very sexual. Even if it's the first house, it could be deeply affecting your psychology in some way, in some profound way. You are learning to go deep, because that is what Scorpio is all about. It's fixed water. So think of like ice, and and you have that very Mars is fiery. So it's a very interesting combination, with Mars being the ruler of Scorpio, which is such a cold feminine sign. It's a feminine sign, right? And now the opposite of Scorpio is Taurus. And we know that Venus rules Taurus, so Venus is not particularly strong in Scorpio. Who is exalted in Taurus? Moon is exalted 3 degrees of Taurus. So who is in fall position in Scorpio? The moon is in completely debilitated and fall position in Scorpio. So here we have a moon in fall position. We have Sun in a very complicated position. Although Sun and Mars are friends, but still the Sun in Scorpio comes with a lot of complications, okay? And it's not just from the father, or just having a very cold, maybe a cold family, a cold childhood to work through, but there's just something very profoundly deep about it. There's just no words can truly explain what one goes through with this experience in Scorpio. For I've explained to you how Libra is a hiatus, a waiting point. From that waiting point, we decide, because matter is equal, spirit is equal. Sun is in fall in Libra, and we're like thinking, okay, it's a break, harmony, peace. And then the soul incarnates in Scorpio, and literally the whole wheel reverses. For now, you must walk the path of discipleship. That begins in Scorpio. So when you've had all of this materialistic, experiences, and then your soul sort of enters this dark, frozen realm, and you sort of think that something has changed, something that is inexplicable has changed. So we are talking about a moon in fall position in Scorpio via Combusta. And if I'm not mistaken, I made a video about this. 12 degrees of Scorpio is fixed star Acros. Watch my video on this. Acros makes one an astrologer. My Uranus there, of course. My Uranus is gonna feel the heat of this, and I'm experiencing a Uranus opposition. So there's that, of course, And so I'm not talking about my astrology. I'm talking to you guys about what you can expect. So there's gonna be something uh, heaty, pitta about this. So be careful of what you put in the mouth. Be careful of your sexual organs. Scorpio rules the sexual organs, the elimination organs. If you have, what is that called? IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. If you have IBS, there could be a flare up. If you have an Uranus, all kinds of spasms, all kind of random catches, or just sudden diseases could be spread. So, and via combusta makes one really heaty, emotionally, libidinally, psychologically. It's like you feel the heat. You feel the heat. So there is that, and there's of course a Uranus opposition. Now Uranus is Prajapati, and Uranus gave Indra the thunderbolt. We hear of the thunderbolt with the old Norse gods, Odin. So Thor and Thunder, no, Thor had the hammer. Thunderbolt was Odin. So we see the thunderbolt, the powerful energy, that is electrical energy, is being given, and Prajapati was the Manas Manputra, the son of Brahma the creator, okay, or Brahma as the electron. I explained to you how the Trinity is actually a description of the atom as well. In those days, everything was veiled. So when we speak of the electron, we speak of Brahma. And when we speak of the proton, electron is negative energy. When we speak of the proton, we speak of Vishnu. And when we speak of the neutral or neutron, it is Shiva. That's why in the myths it is said Shiva is the Mahayogi. He's neutral. He is passive, static almost. Shakti must bring him to life. Shiva is always shant or peaceful, like the neutron. So, as I said, that Uranus is Prajapati, the mind-born son of Brahma, the creator. And Brahma's consort is Saraswati. And who is Saraswati? The Tantric Saraswati is Matangi. And I teach Matangi workshops for those interested. Please email me for Matangi workshops. So we were talking about Via Combusta. We were talking about the Uranus opposition. We were talking about the connection with the fixed star Acros. I've got a video on this. Don't miss that video. Check for what you have in that 12 degrees of Scorpio, or if you have something possibly in opposition, if you have something even in square. A lot of the people believe that fixed star connections are only conjunctions or even oppositions, but I believe that even squares do have a push or a pull or whatever, however you want to quantify it. Squares can also give you a little bit of an understanding. So Acros on the 12 degrees of Scorpio makes one an astrologer. If your progress planets are touching Acros at this point, you're going to be interested in astrology. If not, be a full-blown YouTuber astrologer, you will want to get your natal chart read. Period. So it's going to be very interesting with this. And Uranus is said to rule astrology. The Saturn rules astrology, but in modern astrology, tropical modern astrology, all the sun signs and all the books that we read about astrology predictions are all tropical modern astrology. They're not Hellenistic, as in they don't use old rulerships. Like Scorpio is not ruled by Mars, it's ruled by Pluto. Pisces is not ruled by Jupiter but ruled by Neptune, so on and so forth. They and Aquarius, of course, are not ruled by Saturn but ruled by Uranus. However, it's not funny. I've had many astronomers say Uranus, and it's absolutely normal. You don't have to think of, what, right? So, this is a very, very interesting lunation, of course, a very interesting lunation. Now, before talking further about, we already spoke about Via Combasta, we spoke about Uranus opposition, we spoke about the fixed star Aquarius, but more than that, do you understand what a new moon represents? A new moon is a footprint in the sands of the gods on our timeline. With new moons and full moons, we not only understand our bodies, our menstrual cycles, and literally our menstrual cycles is what keeps progeny alive. Scorpio also rules menstrual cycles. So women with complications there, people trying to do IVF, people trying to go through that, there could be complications. Or if your natal chart is being supported, you could finally make that breakthrough. If your organs were not supporting, even men facing erectile dysfunction, this could be a very healing time when you're literally your just so your energy comes back to you, even if you have had complications with that. Okay, so it's going to be cold, a bit cold also, because Scorpio is cold, takes water, but we've also got the via combuster thing happening. So cold, I mean, like water and fire creates steam. So there's something about that. Okay, steam. What can steam do? It can propel things. It can move us forward, right? So that's something to think about. Uh, Now, sun and moon together are the two archetypes of the father and the mother, the two lovers in the sky. And the moon is literally supported completely by the sun because she does not have a light of her own. She, through her different stages, emanates the light from the sun that she receives. So there is definitely energy during a new moon, and it's Diwali, the festival of lights. So there's definitely initiative, there's energy, there's a deep mystery because all of this Halloween, the Day of the Dead, for Bengalis, Bhut Chaturdashi, Kali Puja, all of these things are, now coming to a head. And we suddenly see October is culminated and we're almost on the threshold of 2022, and it's almost like 2 years now. 2022 May will be like almost 2 years, that March, sorry, that we have social restrictions. And also thinking about the sun and the moon together, in Vedic astrology, this is combustion. So Amavasyas in Vedic astrology are not as, sacred as Purnimas, which is the full moon. But it is the opposite in Western astrology. For new moons are, considered to be a time of, sowing something. But full moons are supposed to induce lunacy. So both these cultures, the Persian, the Arabic culture, and of course the Arabic culture is completely based on the moon and Venus, right? The moon and Venus. The Vedic religion is solar based. Christianity is Jupiter based, and the Jewish religion is Saturn's domain, all black. It's Saturn's, the Saturn's chosen. So, and you see the persecution and the complication, it is because they have a task to complete. So, there's a lot of stuff that is just happening right under our noses, but we don't see all of this because we are so stuck in our lives that we don't tend to look out. Right? Stop! My cat is flipped out again. And he will not listen to me. He doesn't listen. My cats don't listen. As new moons are a time of great emotional, like a newness in emotions. Whenever I think of the new moon, I always think of like that that quiet, deep, contemplative space where you can just, you know, bathe in the light of the sun and the moon together in their union. It is almost a sacred union that we experience. So that's there, of course. And what I believe, how I use the new moon energy, of course, I have my rituals, I have my readings. I try to get on YouTube, but I also always write 10 things I want from the universe. And no, they don't always have to be material. They can be happiness, something as abstract as the concept of happiness, or something like resolution for my brother. Say your brother's an addict, you can write, you can just say, I want my brother to go clean. If your mom's having pain in her body, you can just write that I want my mom's pain to go. If you need more money, you can just say I want more money, more abundance to share, to care with. Be careful of how you phrase your affirmations. That's very important. How you phrase your affirmations. So now use this new moon as a fresh start, almost like a reset button. The sun and the moon together, they are dreaming up, they are birthing a new tomorrow, the next cycle till they meet again. And then they're going to go through all of this different aspects with each other. They're going to go square. I'm not going through the minor aspects, I'm just explaining the major ones. They will conjunct, they will be square, then they'll be in opposition. So they're always interacting with one another in different ways. So when they're conjunct or combust, it means their energies are fused together. It's like you and me in a room locked up and the key is lost. So you and me are going to have to sit facing one another. And, after all, humans are all social beings. So, you know, like the Squid Game. We are all playing a Squid Game. People ask me, Tina, why is Squid Game so popular? Squid Game on Netflix. And I'm like, it is, of course, a parody on capitalism. It is a parody on capitalism. Not only that, but we identify with that, with the financial ruin. Maybe we are not taking each other out or killing each other openly, but every day we do something or the other that could harm people if you're not consciously not doing it. We are all playing this Squid Game in a way, and we are being controlled. And we'll be out of the game. And of course, there's a huge reward also. So a lot of the show and its brutality, it being so gruesome, the characters, and how that Pakistani guy Ali, how he believes in this guy, and how he looks up to him, and that guy was also like so nice to him in the beginning, right? He paid for his cab fare, he wanted to help him, and yet that guy, that Korean guy, he destroyed him. He sort of lied to him. He took all his marbles in that marble game. And you know why? Is it that guy's fault? Did he always want to harm Ali? No, he didn't. In fact, he was helping him all this while. But it was his life at stake. That is what the Squid Game, that is what capitalism has done to us. It pits us against each other. So I have to have a bigger car than you. I have to have, if you're a YouTuber, I have to have more subscribers and hits and likes and comments than you. Or I have to have a prettier dress than you. It's always about getting something, but getting something external. So I think the Squid Game hit home because it touched parts of our subconscious that, and I can't watch gore at all. I mean, I love investigative shows, and the police solve crimes. Some kind of police unit solves a crime. I like all those shows, but I always close my eyes or turn away when there's something brutal happening. And I did the same for a lot of the time in Squid Game, except of course when they were pulling that tug of war, and I was like, oh my god, I had to watch that, and I was like cringing. Oh my god, I'm gonna watch that. Oh, it's so stressful. So we're all playing the Squid Game in this world, and that's why it hit home. It's very interesting also that the massive reception it's had, being one of Netflix's most played shows. But I also think that the time is right. In entering the age of Aquarius, and we have Pluto in the last degrees of Capricorn. Capricorn speaks of oligarchy, and all those guys in that room playing that Squid Game, paying for that Squid Game to happen. it's like it's like we see through that illusion now. We see through them now. They're being shown to us. So Pluto has done something huge when coming, when dealing with the corporatocracy. It has, and we don't realize it yet. But things are just never, astrological alignments happen, and it's not like bam, there's a realization. Even the 2020, that March conjunction uh, of Saturn and Pluto, I was expecting a huge, huge change. And I made a video saying that, we will be at war. And now that we think about it, we are at war, but we are at war with the old world. And it makes so much sense now that, coronavirus practically erupted immediately into mass consciousness. But it was possibly prevalent before, you know. It couldn't have reached such heavy scales, and I'm not going into conspiracy theories. It was lab made, it was a China virus, and all of that. I'm not going into all of that. But it's time we really sit back and think. And also, coronavirus has done something. It has given new people the chance to play the playing field. Chances that were closed to such people previously. So I said this, that things are gonna get on a level, we'll be on a leveling ground. Things will go through a sort of a leveling scenario. And it's happening. The new world is being created as we speak, with our actions, with our thoughts, with our imagination, with our interactions, with our Facebook posts, with our YouTube vlogs and videos, and with the way we deal with society, with the way we deal with our own bodies. And I think that an awakening is happening when people are no longer, I guess we've reached the height of PTSD, and it's like, we are going to go forward. You're not stepping back anymore. You're not looking back anymore. Forget what's happened. A lot of people I see with a new determination, believe me. And I didn't see that before coronavirus. And I was like, okay, and I see that now. These people, they are coming out. You can tell me stories that, okay, look, this person's given up, this person's lost their livelihood, this, that, and the other. Yes, I agree. But at the same time, a new world is being birthed. And people who prepared for this new world, they know how to adjust to this new world. So all I'm going to tell you guys is that, believe me, this is a time like none other. And we are very, very lucky, very, very lucky to witness this transition, this whole shift. We're really lucky to witness this. So I think that we need to work progressively together, help each other, support each other, and get excited about life again. And I think that this Uranus opposition has a lot to do with excitement. I know excitement can be anxiety and stress as well as adrenaline kicking in. And here we are looking at releasing some nice serotonin or dopamine, but it doesn't always work that way. Adrenaline is as needed. So there's this excitement that we are going to feel. We will feel it this Diwali. Very exciting, fiery, like like it's so hot, right? Something within us is literally burning with that fire, because it's the time for Mars to take center stage, time for Mars to play his hand, as we say, and Mars is, oftentimes you think of Mars is just fight, Mars is just strive, Mars is just, oh my God, you're Mangalic, you won't get married, you'll get a divorce, or, all bad stuff about Mars. Mars gets a lot of bad press, okay? So I want to tell you that Mars is not all bad at all. Uh, in the Persia-Greco-Roman system, Mars is a malefic, the lesser malefic, and Saturn, the greater malefic. And even in Vedic astrology, we think of Mars as, Mars can do a lot of damage, a lot of damage. And I have my Mars in that first house. If you look at tropical astrology, it is in Virgo, right? Mars at the very end of Virgo. And if you look at Vedic astrology, I have my Mars in Leo, in Uttara Falguni, which is the next nakshatra video that I intend to make, Uttara Falguni. I've made Purva Falguni. Next video is Uttara Falguni, right? But the thing is that you must not ever consider Mars as just a malefic. Mars is Sanat Kumara or Murugan or Kartikeya. And Mars is like literally amazing when it comes to your spiritual force, your spiritual power. Okay? Mars has 6 names because there's 6 Sanata Kumaras. Okay? 6-faced Kumara. Sanat Kumar is six-faced Kumara. Right? Now Kumara is the highest, Mars as Kumara is higher circles, a higher consciousness, okay, and is a warrior. It's like higher principles, higher heat that will propel us towards new directions. We need that. We can't just be placid or, I don't want to take any action, forget it, let life just happen to me. I agree there's a time for that. Sometimes you just literally have to do that. There is no other way. But sometimes it's best to just get up and take action. Get up and see, like, okay, this is what I believe in. This is what I want to do. And literally do it. Okay? Do it. Now, the thing with this is that when Mars and Scorpio get activated, a lot of stuff within us gets active. Okay, without Mars we will never be able to conquer our lower self. We will never be able to hold the dragon by its tail and conquer it, the proverbial dragon. We will never turn the evil dragon into the pure, sanctified, sacred dragon of pure consciousness. Okay, now people think that Mars is war, Mars is just incessant battles, Mars is a brother, of course. Um, He's a merciless warrior. He is in my seventh house, going to destroy my relationships. I'm going to get a divorce. It's in my first house. He's going to give me pitta dosha. He's going to give me headaches because, Mars in that first house. I don't think I met anybody in 20 years of my experience doing astrology who's had Mars in the first house and doesn't have some kind of headache or some kind of, acidic problems. And then you have that Mars in the fourth, you tend to have real complicated stomach problems. Cancer rules the stomach, and fourth house is a Paka house of Cancer. So it's like that Mars, and don't forget that Mars, especially if placed in the fourth house in Cancer, it's going to give you a lot of stomach problems. Okay, and for some, nodules in the breasts could lead to breast cancer. So we think of all this is because we are receiving the wrong rays from Mars. Everything is about how we receive the planetary rays, which is why you get your natal chart done, which is why you understand your archetype, which is why you learn your mantra and you practice your mantra. So you may get better rays from that particular planet. When you say, oh, the planet blessed me, or I receive planets from Navagraha, I receive blessings from Navagraha, what do you mean by that? It means you have attuned yourself to the right frequency, to the right vibration to receive what it is that you need to receive to propel your life forward, to maneuver your life with more art, with more dignity. Mars is very dignified, very dignified. So don't think of the Martian principle as something to be avoided, as something that is not important. Remember that even the fights, the conflicts he generates, they are necessary. Okay? They're necessary. It may seem like, oh my god, Mars is kicking my ass. I made this video on how transiting Mars on the natal moon can push you towards a healthier life. And you start working out, you start doing yoga, you start looking after your emotional health. It's literally like that. Okay, and that is something that you've got to think about. This, that thinking of Mars is just a malefic, or I'm mangalic, I've got Mars in my angular houses. It just means Mars is asking you to take that time, take that care to develop a relationship with him, so you may get the right race. Literally, do you want the right race? So the Mars does not work as bloodthirsty Mars or combative Mars, but works as Sanat Kumara. So Mars Bij is Om Kram Krim Krum Sa Mangalaya Namaha. So we see Chrome here. Chrome is actually one of the very important mantras also in Sri Chakra. Chrome. Chrome is Mars energy. And chrome actually sanctifies the womb in a secret ritual of the Sri Chakra. So when you think of, these things that Mars is just bad luck, panauti, problem, complication, pitta, uh, then you're looking at only the exoteric side as, okay, the world as it is, that you perceive. And what do you perceive? Human beings observe less than 1% of the magnetic spectrum. So, what you and me see is literally nothing. There's energy out there that we can't see. We can't see with our eyes. So, those people who say that, oh, I'll believe it when I see it. No, you'll see it when you believe it. You'll see it when you believe it. Not, oh, I'll believe it when I see it. Because you need to put in that practice to receive the right rays from Mars. This is how it works, literally. There's no way to, if you are say Manglik, and if you've also got your Mangal Khandan done, you've got your Bagalamukhi Puja done before your marriage, and you're like, oh my god, I still got a divorce. So what does that mean? That means you did not strengthen your own Mars. That you did not put in the work that was necessary for you to attune yourself to the correct celestial rays. If you're having a sadisati and Saturn is literally just punishing you, maybe because you're not attuned. Or if you're having, say, a Saturn return, they're like, oh my god, I'm just going through this hell. And I did. I went through absolute, and I'd already had my Diksha when I was 5. So it doesn't mean that you won't. You will do what you have to do. I've been wasteful, I've wasted time, I've done nonsense. We all do. Because I guess that's also one way for the soul to learn. Everything that we do here, it's learning. So we have to be literally progressive about all of this and how we learn. We have to channelize ourselves. So when Mars also going into Scorpio in just a few days, possibly already entered Scorpio. I don't know. I have to check today's planets, and we can talk a bit about today's planets. Though it's quite an interesting time now, honestly, with this year ending, and it's just so much happening right now. So we're just gonna see the current chart, and we're gonna use whole sign houses. Okay, right. Okay, so we have the new moon chart. No, we don't want to. We've already spoken about the new moon, so you don't have to do that. Okay, sun is, oh, that Mars is at 29 degrees of Libra, and is just about to move into Scorpio. So yeah, it's very interesting that we talk about the Martian energy now becoming really fortified, really becoming strong with its entry into Scorpio, its nocturnal domain. And I've explained to you how Mars in Scorpio is just stealth personified. Just a really stealthy, really like uh planned, and I mean planned, okay, planned. Now I think three of the signs that plan the most, Virgo, but Virgo is more mercurial, short time, Capricorn, and Scorpio. I don't think anybody can plan like these guys. Really. Whoa. I can't plan at all. So I'm like, wow. I have a Pisces moon in the tropical system, but in the Vedic system, I have an Aquarius moon, but in the Pisces Navamsa. So I've always felt really close to a Pisces moon is because my moon in Satavisha is in the fourth pada, which is in the Jupiterian Navamsa. So I've always felt this really strong Pisces energy, and also Virgo. Like in my Vedic chart, I just have my Rahu in Virgo, and everything else is practically in Leo. Everything. And my moon is in Aquarius, opposing all my Leo planets. Like, yay! And that's it. And of course, we've got that Ketu in Pisces, because if Rahu's in Virgo, Ketu will always be opposite. And I've always been like, I knew Virgo really well, because even when I was younger, I got into tropical astrology because I was like, I really identify with the archetype of a Virgo, really, a lot. And I do read Virgo all the time, and you know why? It's because my Rahu being in Virgo, and my Pluto is also in my second house in Virgo and Hasta Nakshatra, but that Rahu being there, it's literally, and it's a ruler of my moon. Satavisha is ruled by Rahu. So I've always felt like, oof, I know about what this Rahu energy is like. it's really strong for me. I understand it, this Virgo, this Rahu energy. And it's because that moon is directly feeding off that Virgo. So I feel like I know that Virgo archetype just so well. So well. So we have the moon at Leo, 2 degrees of Leo. Wow, the moon just kissed my sun. My sun is 0 degrees of Leo. That was cute. The moon has just kissed my sun. And I have been feeling a little upbeat, a little like, you know, last few months were really hectic. And I was like, I don't even have time to sit down. And I have so many family pressures as well, not just my work which I have to deal with, but just so much. But now I feel like, with the sun's entry into Scorpio and with that Mars moving into Scorpio in a day or two, and I feel like I'm ready to, express myself again and explore myself again. And I've got that ruler of Libra in the first house again in Virgo in the tropical system. So Decan too, which is the Capricorn Decan, Capricorn triplicity. So it's got that Saturnine feel to it. And then I have that Saturn in Leo, 29 degrees, and it's like literally exactly conjunct Regulus or Magha. So, and Magha is ruled by Ketu. Ketu who's in Pisces. So, if you just do Vedic astrology or if you just do tropical astrology, it's great. It's good. But I find it more fluid if I could just look at all the systems. And I also do study Tibetan astrology. I love the archetypes of the Sumerian or Mesopotamian, Babylonian astrology. So, if you look at it all, finally the message always appears to you. And when you understand that message, you're like, oh my God, I was thinking about systems, but the message is pretty much the same. What do I do with that message? How do I interpret that message? So I think that was a pretty illuminating experience for me. That I just could express myself on and look through both the systems. It felt like that. Oh wow! I just started my own video and it looks good. Wow, I can't see any of your chats anymore. Have you guys stopped? Oh yeah, have you stopped chatting over here? I guess you guys have stopped talking. I don't know, but honestly, wow, I get to see myself. I've never done that actually. Because I tend never to have my laptop in front of me when I'm doing my lives, because I'm always out in my balcony or somewhere else. My baby has my laptop, but yeah, it's great. Okay, so any questions, anybody, before I head off? And actually, okay, I have something to clarify here. Maybe I should make a separate video. Many people are requesting me to make the sun moon combinations, because I told them that the sun moon rising combinations are just too many to get into right now. But many people are literally requesting that I do the sun and the moon combinations, which I've already done. But they want a new set of videos, which is about 280 or something like that. 12 into 12, I know. So like the 12 sun signs and pair them with the 12 moon signs and make all those videos, which I have made, by the way. But that was possibly in 2016 that I made those videos. It's been a while since that time, but are you interested in, it's tropical astrology, sun sign based, sun and moon sign based. So if you are interested in that astrology, in those videos, then you can drop me an email and I will be very happy to listen to what you have to say and do that. And anybody, any questions, please? Anybody, any questions? Please let me know if you have any questions, or we can just sit in silence for a bit. Something I do with a lot of my workshop people is the ability to sit in silence with someone. So of course, when I have my face-to-face workshops, they work even better because we do a whole bunch of exercises like eye gazing and all of that. But even when we are on video, I like to practice silence sometimes. Just sit and say nothing, literally. It's very healing if you've ever practiced that. And I mean, in a relationship, if you have to talk a lot, if you have to express yourself all the time, then in a way I feel that there's something missing. But if you can be in silence with someone close to you, I think that means a lot. Just be in silence. Even when you go to meditation halls, and this is huge hall, and it's all spacious, like in Orville, and it's all spacious and all that, and you just sit down, and everybody's got their yoga mat out, and you just put the yoga mat down, you're like, and everybody's silent. And occasionally, some idiot's mobile phone will ring, or some nonsense like that will happen, but essentially you can just enjoy in silence. And I think that's important. So let's sit in silence for a bit, and hopefully you guys will have some query for me. I don't know. Oh wow, I plan to keep this live to till about an hour. About an hour. It's already an hour and 12. But so I guess you guys don't have any questions. Really glad you were here, and we could talk in great depth about what to expect, what not to expect. Don't forget my 2022 channeled messages. I have some nice predictions for you guys. So don't forget that. Knight of Wands. Go forward with all of that fire and passion inside. Spoke to you about that fiery energy that Mars is going to be bringing. Sun's fire, of course. Bringing that energy to Scorpio again. We have the King of Wands. Did we just have? Oh wow, yes, I picked two. The Knight and the King of Wands. It's fire, fire, fire all the way through. So what are you going to do with this fire? And another video that I want to make is predictions for the movement of Rahu and Ketu. Okay, I can't see any messages. Can't see any messages on YouTube. Somebody just texted me. Who texted me? Oh my God, Robert. Robert, did you just text me? I just saw it pop up somewhere. Where did you text me, Robert? I don't see any messages. What is this? Oh, okay, Robert. Yeah, on Instagram. No, I can't see any messages, guys. What is this? Live chat? I can't see any messages. No. No. Don't know why. Thanks, Robert, for informing me. I thought nobody was responding, but I don't know why. My internet seems to be working fine. I don't know. And the thing about, a lot of people are asking me about my only pages page. Okay, my only pages page. Right, a lot of people were only fans, sorry, only page, only fan page, where I promised you erotic astrology content that I never got around to doing. It's because I don't have the time. And then the funny thing, Robert, I can see that you just sent me a message on Instagram, but if I break the live and go there, I don't know what would happen. I'll read your a message later. But please, guys, if you're leaving me messages, I am so sorry. I can't see anything. Guys, if you are writing me messages, I'm so sorry. I can't see it. Okay, I'm so sorry. I can't see it. I have no idea. I'm so sorry. I have no idea what's happening. But for those of you interested in my erotic astrology content, as of now, only Pages has completely restricted erotic content. You know that? You literally can't put that up anymore. And a lot of my friends, my clients, who work in, have a profile at, uh, I just think the messages came back. I just think the messages came back. No, again, it's gone. I think it's Robert's message again. Robert, I can't go to Instagram. I just see it pop up as this line in front. Okay, so what I was saying is, before I go, I know, Robert, you were very interested in the OnlyFans page, and you wrote to me a few times about it. And I did intend to make some beautiful astrology, erotic astrology content, as to, using the age-old tantric methods, and using beach mantra. What you see now being sold to you as neo tantra is garbage. So what I want to do is bring in, of course, first, this was not the plan. The plan was to make funny skits, erotic funny skits. Okay, so we could be talking about, say, Venus and Aries, and say, for instance, I dress up like a dominatrix, and am I back? Am I back? Hello? Is anybody there? Hello? Hello? Okay. So I was talking about the erotic astrology content that I was gonna make. It's gonna be little skits like that. It's gonna be little skits like Jolly Venus in Aries, like a dominating woman, like Venus in Taurus, like somebody who is a domestic goddess, and like Venus in Gemini, like somebody in the office and does a little skit like that. So that was interested, and then do workshop on how to use Mars, how to use Venus. I don't know what you guys are saying, but if you guys want my OnlyFans page, which can't be OnlyFans anymore, really, there are going to be videos that I have to make, and I'm going to figure out a platform to put them on. I don't know, even I could not get, I had got a lot of subscribers in OnlyFans, and I also made some money, but they did not clear my payment. So I'm a little miffed about that, and my PayPal works just fine. So I don't know why they would restrict my payment, why I did not get paid. I have no idea. But whatever it is, oh wow, what's the procedure? Oh wow, I just saw that. What's the procedure for doing workshop? Workshop of Uchishta Ganapati is $150. 150 USD. If you have to clear, whatever currency you're in, you have to, if you're in India, you can just, will Usman marry me? Wait, I have to get my tarot. Will Usman marry me? Zaneb, let us concentrate on Usman, and let us think what spirit wants you to know. Will Usman marry you? Will he marry you? Will he marry you? I'm sorry. Hi, Adam. Yes, but I don't have a platform to put it. I don't know how to, capitalize on it, or gain any income from it. If you guys have any idea, and if you guys want to help me do this, any help would be greatly appreciated. I have a lot of, skit ideas and all. But Usman, no, it looks really painful for you, Han. Zaneb, um, it's, wow, all your talk is back. One sec, Zaneb, there is gonna be lies. He's gonna feel like he feels like he's confined. Okay, will you go abroad? Okay, Jupiter goes, government's in control of it. No, government's gonna control us for a bit till we don't realize that we are free. Somebody asked about going abroad. Somebody asked about going abroad. Zaneb, yes, Zaneb, you can do talismans. Okay, I understand you, love. Um, Retracted that desertion. And now, the thing is, okay, wait, one sec. No, going abroad looks like a bad idea right now. You could be, Zaneb. I do have a twin flame vibe from you. I have psychic feelings. If you have a story you want to share about Usman, thousands of women are sharing their stories, their twin flame stories with me. So please, it's all right to be in love with your Guru Gita. There's no problem at all. Wow, my text messages are back. Yes. Yes. So, I thought that doing erotic astrology would also be a good way to express the connection that I have with my body, the way that the love that I have for, the female erotica, the concept of female erotica, and just, not being, I had a lot of bad things that was said to me. Yes, Sarah, what do you want? Will my marriage happen? Wait, first Zeneb, one card was Zeneb. Zeneb, I'm sorry, that was the 8, this is the 10 of swords. Uh, you need to book a proper tarot reading if you can. Yes, please ask me, will my marriage happen? Sarah, please ask me a question. Marriage happen, Kanda Swami. Um, yes, yes. And with somebody from your childhood. Yes, it will happen. Who else was asking me a question right now? Who else was asking me this question about marriage? I answered the marriage one. Is your uh no, it's no problem. Don't forget Uchishta Ganpati is the god of erotic. Sarah's question, is my boyfriend faithful to me? Okay. But I really need more support if you guys want me. Not always. He possibly cheated in the past, and he. Did I give you the abroad thing? God, did I already? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You got that 10 of swords. Abroad's not a good idea, Kurt. Right now, at least right now. Okay. Kanda, you were the married question. Marriage question. Yes, you're gonna get married. And this is the cheating question. Is your boyfriend cheating? He's trying really hard not to, but he has cheated in the past, and there are temptations coming his way. So it's best to address whatever it is. Your boyfriend has cheated in the past. He is trying, he did, right? Okay. So I can actually see, something, but he is being tempted. It could be with his friends, it could be using some site, but he's being tempted. Kurt, try to push your abroad. Yeah, just relax, and maybe look into his fantasies with him, explore his fantasies with him. Yeah, he does seem like a jealous guy. He does. It's because he has cheated. He feels like you will too. So, that. I have a feeling that, our crowd is flaking off now. We had quite a bit, and now we are again like back to six. So any questions anymore? All the people who want to help me for my OnlyFans page, support me. Kanda, I don't know. I mean, you've asked me three questions. Or I love or arrange. I think it's gonna be arranged though. Thank you, thank you. All of the people interested in my stay in the stock market. Okay, one sec. This was arranged marriage. You're gonna get an arranged marriage. Somebody elderly is no. I have not. Adam, please write to me on my email. Okay, Greedy Rick asked me, should I stay in the stock market trade or get out ASAP? Geeta, you should do one sec. Wow, I love your comments. Stock market trade. No, you need to get out as soon as you can because you could lose a lot of money. And if somebody gives you a tip that is gonna be good money, even if you do make money, there will be a time when you feel completely left out and you will be left with nothing. So get out of the stock market. Okay, Geeta, you need to do Uchishta Ganpati sadhana. So try to book my Uchishta Ganpati workshop and do Uchishta Ganpati sadhana, because there you take the God as lover. And there you take the God, you take Uchishta Ganpati as your lover, like I have. And then when you take Uchishta Ganpati as your lover, you understand that God, Guru, plays many roles in your life. One sec, somebody asked me something. Zuwina, will my business be successful? Zavina, you asked, will your business be successful? Yes, yes. Your business will be totally successful and it will have to do with teamwork. And something tells me that you already have a good team in Zen, and because this is the water sign, I have a feeling that you are going to feel better once Jupiter enters Pisces, and you are going to feel like, okay, I've got the team that I want. And you shall see that once Jupiter concludes its cycle, look for local dates, you will see your business has grown massively. Okay, now who else is there? Anybody else there? Or should I just end the live? Thank you. Will me and my team release app on time? Adam, so let's see. Will you and your team release the app on time? Will you release your app on time? A lot of people are slacking off. A lot of people are not. All of you who want to book a reading, send me a text. I mean, not a text, but an email. tina@tinaheals.com. Okay, and if you guys tip me here and support me, I will come and do free tarot readings for you guys. I promise. The person who asked, I think it was Adam, about the app being released, you guys are not working seriously together. Somebody thinks, oh, it's easy peasy. Somebody's like, doing all the work and is getting pissed off. There's some ungrateful energy that I feel. Ungrateful energy that I feel. So the team is not working correctly. You need to, Alexis something asked, will I get laid off before this year? Let us see whether the job you have keeps you or does not. Okay, we will try to see. Please share this video, guys. Okay, I think that you're going to be laid off. If you're not going to get a raise. Thank you. You're not going to get a raise. In the sense, they may cut you back on the money. Okay, they may cut you back, or they may even give you they may act very miserly towards you. So the job, I would say that you should be the one to leave. You should look for a better job. You should add the skill sets that are necessary. Alex is something, I don't know what your name was. I thought it was Alex, but it was Alexis something, I don't know what it was. um, you need to put in that skill set. You need to get that training so you can finally get your dream job. Okay, and I'm being serious about it, because they're possibly going to give you many cutbacks, many setbacks, or they may even question you about responsibilities, or they may even add to you a lot of responsibilities even if they keep you. But I have a feeling that they will lay you off. So you have to look for the right job. Okay, you have to go out there and you have to look, and you better start now. Okay, so thank you so much, Zavina, for the donation. That was so cute of you. All of the people that want to work with me, that want to help me with my erotic astrology content, please email people. Okay, email, not people. Email me, people, right? So, and now my computer internet looks to be crashed. I don't know. We've had a long live today. Long live. Any other questions, please, that I can answer? Oh, will I get laid? Oh my God. Did you write laid? I thought he laid off. Oh shit. The person actually, Alexis Minora, actually asked me, will I get laid on later? Oh, sorry. Let's see that. If it was a job question, that if it's a girlfriend question, you got the Four of Pentacles. That means someone's gonna be miserly with you in bed as well. Looks like it. Okay, looks nice. Yes, you will get laid. You will possibly go to places. I know, right? It is crazy. What a hung internet connection can do to you. Okay, yes, you will go to parties, meet people, hang out with people. You will. Okay, so it looks good. Looks good. Looks exciting for us all. And the new year, yeah. Okay, Hari Om, what? Yeah, go get busy. Okay, one sec. What will the spirit want to tell me, Hari Om? GD, just wait a sec, okay? What spirit wants to tell you? A new creative idea is coming for you, my love. It could be a text. It could be it could be anything, but something new is happening to you. Okay, G's next actions towards me. Okay, GD, let's get to G's next action towards you. Again, a text or an outing where you discuss something new, and something new happens. Could even be fashion. Is literally the shape of a shaft. Shaft is in the shape of, you know what? The saying all this will get me demonetized on YouTube. So, you know what I mean. So, yeah, could be something close. Could be like you guys getting thing. Okay, Korea, did I do, okay, Hariom, did I do your poll? I don't know. Okay, Hariom. Uh, yes, Korea, very good. Oh, will I move to a new home next year? Yes, you will if you want to, Rick. Looks a bit hard, Rick. Looks a bit hard. So, yeah. Is Maxine interested in Kurt Russell? Okay. So let's see. Is Maxine interested? In fact, there's a lot of competitiveness going on. There could be like, other people in your circle are interested in her, and they're playing some kind of mind games with you. Maxine is not interested in you, but she's possibly interested in someone else, and a bit more than you. Okay, a bit more than you. So Six of Cups is really beautiful. Hari Om, you can easily, it connects us to peace, love, abundance, contentment. So all of that, you're gonna have a really special time. You can connect with someone from your past. Connect with someone from your past and have a healing experience with this, you know? Yeah, about your career. Something new could pop up. Something like, and this connection that you have with someone from the past, it's gonna be beautiful. I'll help your career. May put you in the right path. If you've been, if you didn't know that you were in the right path, if you're looking to make some changes, if you're looking for something new, if there's some passion, this person may awaken that passion inside you. So it can't harm your career at all. Six of Cups is a straight out. Okay, he seems to be a flake. Okay, is he a real person or is he a scammer? You need to see him on video, babe. Otherwise, do not believe him. But let's see what Spirit wants you to know. No, he's not. He's a scammer because he's running after and pursuing many other women. The Seven of Cups is pretty literal and pretty clear about this. So, scammer. All right, guys, it's 1:36. I'm gonna have to go. I don't know if I will be able to come back today, but I need you guys to send me emails more frequently, and please book your reading. Book your reading, and all those people that have already sent me an email over the last few days and I haven't responded. Uh, I am going to. Okay, I am going to respond to you guys, okay? And rest, please support me in any way you can. Thank you. You don't need to go anywhere to start sadhana. If you are in India, you can meet me. Another idea that I have is I want to do spiritual trips with people. So if you have a group of 5 to 7 people, I will be hosting. I mean, I'll be taking you guys like a guide, a spiritual guide, and a companion, and I will be traveling with different groups and taking them to places all over India. So if you have a group like that, if you're looking for a safe person to connect to in India, and you want to see the beauty, the magnificence of this magnificent ancient land, and then please drop me a line. I've got many things that are happening. Okay, I just had one idea that I was going to go to the south to do workshops, but that fell through. So it's okay. It fell through, but I'm not too worried about that. I was hoping that I could start real life workshops, but looks to be like everything's going to be online now for a bit. But spiritual tours is something I'm very serious about. Uchishta Ganpati book will be released. I am writing a book on Uchishta Ganpati. So all those people who have done Uchishta Ganpati Diksha with me, and those people that are interested in Uchishta Ganpati book, you may drop me an email to pre-order. Okay, it's a lot of updating on the website, so I've not yet gotten to that. But yeah, a few things are on the way. All these ideas, this OnlyFans thing, but not on OnlyFans. I don't know if they retracted that, as Adam was saying. It could be worthwhile, but I never got my payment from them. So I'm not sure of how I'm going to operate. I've given them my ID, my age proof, but literally nothing. So I don't know how that's going to work out or what I'm going to do with that. But that is still an idea that is very much alive for me. So please write to me and let's catch up and do your reading for Diwali's perfect new moon, perfect time for you to engage in astrology, because this new moon forms this most beautiful connection with the fixed star Acris. First payment takes long, as in, what do you mean? Oh, no, they just told me that I don't know what the hell they were saying. I didn't even read the email because I've just been like literally working non-stop. So not even stopped since then, since I got my TV gig, and I've been really busy, and I've got, a lot of stuff just happening. But please, if you guys feel like you have some ideas, or if anybody wants to collaborate or help out, do something, drop me an email. Okay, I'm always here. And hopefully, the Scorpio season gets me started on the erotic astrology content, which I want to do. So, we've got that Venus. Did I just close this? Who knows where Venus is right now? Where is Venus? I don't know. I just didn't get my payment. Seriously, I have no idea why not. Why shouldn't they? I had many subscribers actually. I'm not even gone there because I don't know how to log in now anymore. So it's nonsense. But Venus is in Sagittarius. And you should watch my video, Venus in Sagittarius, What to Do in the Bedroom, to better understand some of the energies that you could use to make love this beautiful new moon that is happening 12 degrees of Scorpio, tropical Scorpio. So, having said that, I'm going to end my broadcast now. Thank you so much for being here. And don't forget to write to me, and don't forget to reach out. Don't feel scared. I won't bite. Bye. See you.